Hi, everybody. Happy April now. Happy April. We have Chief Keef here today, and I'm so excited because he's one of my amazing friends in the streaming industry, and he's been doing amazing work. And he just started fundraising with us last year, I believe, or this year. And I'm just happy to share his community with you all because he's so sweet and so loving and has such a huge passion to make change and fundraise with his community. So thank you so much, Chief Keef, for joining me. How
Having
are
me.
you?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm so happy to have you. So thank you for joining me today. If y'all don't know who I am, I'm Ashley or Miss Ashrocks, of course, in this streaming space. But enough about me. We are here to highlight Chief and his community. So, Chief, if you can give us an intro to your stream and tell us a little bit about your content creation journey so far and share your pronouns with us, we'd love to hear it.
Got you. So, hi, my name is Chief. My pronouns are he, they. I've been streaming on Twitch since I believe November 2020. I started with just playing some Among Us with my friends, and I wanted to stream it so I could get some like highlights and go back and laugh and just have a good time. And then people started like tuning in, and I was like, oh, okay. So started to take it a little bit more serious, and now I just stream variety games, whatever I feel like, and I have a big focus on this little pink puffball behind me. Try to play Kirby games once a week if I can. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because Chief loves some Kirby. Okay, that is your entire branding, actually, correct?
Yep, it is.
Yep. Yeah. I once I entered Chief stream, I was like, oh my god, there's so much pink. I love it here. I never want to leave. So yeah, that's what instantly draw me to you. And yeah, we've been friends for a while now, maybe almost a year.
I think so.
But starting my role at Tiltify, Chief reached out like, "Hey, I want to fundraise for Unify for Pride month,
Mhm.
correct?" Yep. So that was last year, and got him started, gave him the overlay, and he had a good time. And I was so happy to just see him, you know, doing some good with his community for the first time as well with Tiltify. So I hope you had a great experience. But let's talk a little bit more about that. I want to learn more about that first time fundraising with your community. How did that feel for you?
It was amazing. And like, being someone who isn't like a large content creator who doesn't have a massive following or viewership, it was kind of empowering to like be able to actually make a change and make impact. It's such an important cause for me to help support LGBT people. And in particular, I remember that I was focusing on the Trevor Project, so LGBT youth. I come from a small town, so there's not a lot of support for that, and I really wanted to try to make an impact on that community. And um, yeah, that charity was just so much fun, and it really showed to me like how much you can really do no matter what your size is. And that was a really just impactful moment in my life. It's to this day, I think, one of my proudest achievements that I did what I did. Um, so yeah, wonderful all around, and getting to rally my community around it was super super amazing.
Amazing. Yes. And I remember watching you. You just had a good time. And that made me so happy. And again, thank you for reaching out to me because a lot of people are afraid to reach out for their first fundraiser. Nope. Don't be afraid. Reach out to your folks in the streaming industry. Okay. We all want to support the same objective, give back to our favorite causes. And like I say all the time, if somebody is not going to help you, then they're just not fundraising for the right reasons and they're not your friend. So you
Exactly.
kick them out. You kick them out. All right. Don't deal with them. But, I want to ask, experience using Tiltify and the overlays and incentives and milestones and everything.
Yeah, so I think like kind of looking at it, I had watched charity streams before, or like stuff on YouTube that was supporting charity, like anything like that. And being, in my position, I was like, well, how do you really like do that? Like, how do
Hmm.
people get this whole situation set up with a charity? Like, how do they do that? Um, and Tiltify made it really easy. Like when you showed me, you were like, "Oh, just go to this link and do it, make an account and pick the charity you want to do, and then just like send the link out, and it'll take care of it all for you. The money doesn't have to go to my hands and then out to the
Nope.
charity. I don't have to vet anything myself. Like I just find what I want to support, get the link, and we're good." So Tiltify was really amazing for that. I also think that like having the overlays and having all of the different like tracking methods and having the alerts that you can get from Tiltify, like that was really amazing. I think that my community really enjoyed just seeing that bar fill up throughout the month. They loved seeing, you know, the little donation alerts pop up, and I think because you can select like custom gifts and stuff, so I had little dancing Kirby's all over the screen every time we had a dono, and it was just a wonderful time, and it got everybody excited. So Tiltify, amazing. That was so cool to work with it.
Yes, I love utilizing our alerts, our overlays, and everything because it makes it even more fun to do some good with your community. So I'm happy you had a great experience using it, and I can't wait to see what else you come up with,
Hmm.
throughout the year. Now, I wanted to ask you, what was one of your favorite incentives that you did with your fundraisers?
Ooh, that's a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I remember when I did my first one, I did a lot of, I don't know if I necessarily used the incentives built within Tiltify, but I do remember looking at them and looking at milestones in particular. Um, so I kind of had set up a situation where every time we reached one of our goals, I would do kind of like a small giveaway. It would be something, you know, $10, $15. But I always gave my chatters the option that if they didn't want the gift or the gift card or whatever it was, they could turn around and just donate that dollar amount to the charity. And there was something that was interesting about that because everyone could join in, and giving people who may not have had, you know, $10, $15 to donate to charity, kind of putting that option into their hands because they want to give away. And they were like, oh, like now I have the opportunity to actually make an impact and give this to somebody else. Like, I feel like that was empowering for my viewers, and that was something really special to me.
Gosh, I have never heard of that. Believe it or not, Chief, I've never heard of that, and I love that. So keep up with that. I really, really enjoy that. That is so sweet. Oh, I love it. Why have I never thought of that? Wow, you put some time into that one, huh?
I did.
Oh
I did.
yeah.
I sat there. I was like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? So
Wow, I love that. That's amazing. That is so sweet. I don't know. This makes my heart just blow
it
up
was
even
really
more.
sweet. It was really sweet seeing
Yeah.
like the people who would be like, donate it, get like they'd win it, and immediately their first message was just give it to the charity. And I was like, oh my gosh, like that's such a heartfelt thing to do. And there was like no pressure on anybody. Like I was like, I let them. I even told them I was like, you can make the decision later. Like you don't have to tell me now. And they just first thing
Yeah.
in chat was give it away. So
That's so sweet. Oh, yeah. Don't get rid of that ever. Just keep that up for each one of your fundraisers. Again, I haven't seen that before. So if you get a clip of a moment like that, definitely share it with us because we would love to share that with the community too. Oh, so
definitely
cute. I like it. I'm about to snag that from you.
do it. Do
All
it.
right. Cool. Thank you. See, this is how you support your friends with their fundraisers. You give us some ideas too. And I really don't think there's a way of stealing an incentive, stealing a milestone. Use it. We all have different communities. We all have our own way of doing things too, and our own way of making it fun. So, whatever I do, take it. All right. Whatever Chief does, take it. Take it, take
Absolutely.
it, take it. And I wanted to ask you what inspires you the most to give back with your community?
Ooh. I think, you know, throughout my kind of streaming journey, I've been really just lucky to have a lot of generous viewers, a lot of people who have helped support me and get me into the position that I am in. And now that I have, you know, some sort of soapbox, I guess I can stand on. I almost feel obligated, but also just like I want to give that back. You know, like if I'm here, if I have a way to make an impact, like why wouldn't I? And that kind of gets me through every charity. You know, I sit there and I'm like, okay, well, you could not do this, or you could just do it, and however it goes, like you're still gonna support somebody. Like even if it got $10, like that's still $10 that wasn't there
Mm-hmm.
before. That's still something that somebody can make use of.
Exactly.
And so, yeah, no matter how big or small that soapbox is, I'm going to stand on it and I'm going to use it as a voice for change and for impact.
Yes, every single dollar you raise, you are impacting that cause. I promise you. And I love that you know that already. I'm so happy you know that. And you're spreading that message to your community. Like, hey, whatever we fundraise, we're making an impact. And, you thank your community for that. And that's amazing. I love that. And I really appreciate you saying, I could not do this or I could, and you pride yourself on that. So I love that as well. And giving back is just a huge, huge ball of love. And I love this energy. I love fundraising. I love seeing people fundraise. I love hearing their stories of why they fundraise. So yours is very heartwarming. And you're up and coming streamer and you're doing amazing so far. So I'm proud of everything you're doing. And I can't wait to see you grow more and more and more.
I'm
So,
excited.
yeah, hey, you should be very proud of yourself. So,
Thank
I've
you.
watched you grow in just a year. So, yeah,
It's been
just
wild.
keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Don't stop. And thank you for sharing your story. But we're going to talk a little bit more about content creation. All right?
Okay.
I want people to learn a little bit about what your content is about. And of course, it's Kirby and
Yeah.
Kirby and Kirby
Ooh,
and Kirby and
you're everywhere.
variety everywhere. Yes. But what are some of the fun things you like to do on your stream other than of course playing games with your community?
Yeah. So something new that I've been trying for the past like probably 2 months now. I've been really interested in having a channel in my server and announcing, a couple hours before I go live and saying like, "Hey, I'm gonna go live. Just submit all the TikToks, all of them." Um, and just kind of like going live, and then that first like hour that I'm live, just spending some time with my community, getting some laughs in, letting them like show me their sense of humor. I think is always great. And just sometimes we have those moments where I'm like, I'm replaying this like 10 times right now. I just need to laugh nonstop. Um, so that's been like a fun thing that I've been trying out. Um, I think outside of that, I've been really just trying to like get my community just more involved in me playing games. I always have it open to like, hey, if you've been in the chat before, if you're somebody who's been kind of a recurring viewer, like if you want to play with me, let me know. And I would
Hmm.
I would love to get them in. I want to have that moment of like communicating and having a connection with them. I think that's probably one of the joys of streaming is,
Yeah.
unlike other forms of content creation, you get to have that live interaction with people. They get to be a part of that entire experience, that part of content creation. So that's really special to me. That's why I still, you know, get up and do it all the time. And yeah.
Those are all great aspects of community building and relationship building. I love it. I love that you take time to just have some laughs, watch videos, do whatever it may be, just to build that relationship. So I think that's very important a part of community building. Having a discussion like this, talking about you and your content creation journey and why you like fundraising. So perfect steps of community building to you. So keep that up. And you definitely have a blast playing some games. I've seen you play some Valorant with your community. First class trouble. We have our own history on that. Okay.
We do. We do indeed.
You- yes, we do. And yes, I just admire your drive to entertain others and again, still build that relationship with people. So
Yeah,
you're doing great.
I think creating a community like that is just an important thing. I think everybody strives for that sense of belonging that you can get And that's what I aim for. I want it to be a safe place. I want people from all backgrounds to just be able to come in and have a good time and just kind of forget whatever happened in the day, whatever's stressing them out. Like, come have some fun, have some laughs, and, make friends. And I hope that it's
Exactly.
something that they want to come back to and that they really genuinely enjoy.
Oh, 100%. Definitely. Because I come back. So you're doing the right thing. And do you have a name for your community?
Okay, so this started a long, long time ago, back when I first created my Discord. Because, like I said, I was playing some Among Us with some friends that I had, and we were like in this really big Discord server for it where there were like 10,000 people, something like that, and they would all jump in random lobbies and play. And at some point, I was like, what if I just like made my own for all these friends that we made from that server, and we just kind of like had our own thing so that we didn't have to deal
Mm.
with any toxicity or anything. And I drew inspiration actually from one of the Kirby games. There is a big, like flying pirate ship called the Lore Star
Okay.
Cutter. And I was like, oh, well, what if I named my mods that? What if I made this Chief's crew and I made a bunch of my roles themed around like nautical, like ship like titles and stuff. So
Yeah.
we have Chief's crew on board the Lore Star Cutter, and that
I
is what
love it. That's so cute. Yes. And I'm assuming crew is with a K.
it is not.
It is
The
not.
it
Oh,
is not because Chief C, Crew C. That was my thinking, but
okay. You know, I like C or K. Either way works. I think K would be cool.
hmm,
So,
okay. Now
okay,
I'm having to
if you,
think.
yeah, yeah, maybe sizzle on that a little bit, marinate on that. Think that would be cool.
Ooh, ooh, I like
Yeah,
that.
right? See, I thought it was with a K. I didn't even know it was with a C. So yeah, K. I that's my vouch for K for sure, 100%.
Got you.
And do you have any new content creation ideas that are coming up that you can share with us, or are you just sticking with playing games and vibing with your community?
Um, so nothing solidly at the moment. Although I am about to be done with this semester of school, so moving into the summer,
Woo!
I'm gonna have the chance to kind of put some more time into streaming and do some more things. I do know that I want to do some more charity work coming up. And I am looking to potentially do something for Mother's Day.
Hmm.
And I'm thinking of doing either a fundraiser for either lupus research or for homelessness. I unfortunately lost my mother back in 2018, and she suffered from lupus and was homeless. So I'm hoping to kind of put some good back into the world on Mother's Day for her. So,
Oh my gosh, Chief, I did not know that.
mm,
Wow. Well, thank you for sharing with us, and I'm so sorry for your loss. I think she would be very, very proud of you for going above and beyond and supporting that kind of organization in honor of her name. So,
I appreciate it.
yeah, that would be amazing. And if we can uplift in any way or support in any way, please let us know. Because, yeah, I love that. Yeah, I want to support that for sure. So, you just let us know, please.
Will
So,
do.
that's awesome. So that's coming up for you. And of course, more fundraising. Are there any other organizations you would like to support as well?
Um, I'm still kind of shopping around a little bit. I do know that come June, I want to do another kind of Pride Month campaign like I did last
Yeah.
year. It went very
Mhm.
well. And so I'm hoping that we can beat what we did last year and
Yeah.
possibly cross over the $1,000 threshold. We were so close last year. So I'm
How
hoping to
close were you?
I think all in all, we raised around $820, something like that. So,
So close.
so
Yes.
close.
Yes. You got it this year. 100%. I'm excited. Yeah. And yeah, I'm excited to see what you get to do, Chief. Thank you so much for chatting with me and sharing your story and everything you have planned coming up in the future. So we want our community to support you and, of course, watch your streams. Where can everybody find you on socials?
Gotcha. So you can follow me on Twitch at ChiefKiefXX. I'm also on Twitter at RealChiefKief. And those are my two main socials at the moment. So
Perfect. Sounds good. Thank you so much for chatting with me, and I hope you have a great day. Everybody, we'll have those links down below, so make sure you go uplift Chief and the Chief crew with a K. All right? Or what is C? All right, go hang out with Chief and everything. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see y'all next week with our next spotlight. Bye.
bye.